Happy New Year, guys! First episode of the year, and we are just back on the wheel. Premier League does not stop. We are marching into the second phase of the Premier League, and this is where the business is done. We see this is where the champions are made. So we cannot it's gonna be fire coming in the next few months. What do you think about the Premier League at its stage right now?
Yeah, I think it's now like the home run.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the home run, I think everybody has played almost everybody. Just probably one opponent because we played 18 games and switched.
yeah.
We played 18 opponents then switched. So we're getting in a home run. Right now is when you pick points because there is no return game at this time.
Yeah.
So this is the race this is the phase that determines who wins the league. Uh, January, February, March will be key
Yeah.
uh, because I think past that point, depending on how the league has been, it's either we have somebody pulling away or it's a tight race to the rope.
Well, we don't know who's winning the league, but we know who is not, and that is Enzo Maresca. This was coming. We did, I think, 2 episodes about this just before he was fired. We said, we talked about, and apparently he was not even sick in that game. There was it the West Ham game. He just left and didn't talk, and now he's out. You think that's a good move by Chelsea, or it's their model and he kind of knew what he was getting into, and for him to switch up eventually is a bit hypocritical on his side? Or do you think that he needs to be more of a coach, more of a manager than a coach? Because it seems like there is a lot of decisions coming from outside that he has to follow, and I think that's what got him uncomfortable from what I hear. I don't know, but I guess that was the contract.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. There is a possibility, of course, that Chelsea has not been very well run in terms of the sporting model. But I find it also ambiguous for the exit because I don't know if Chelsea voluntarily fired Maresca or if Maresca left them without a reason. He might have instigated the exit himself. But because when he came out and complained about not being supported, coming out after a win, talking about the worst 48 hours, and then you don't clarify what you meant. So as a manager, when you bring such type of noise to the club, and then the next time you're asked about it, you say there's nothing I have to say about it, and then you hear being pulling out sick uh, and I think I was listening to players saying like normally after the game there is that he comes in the dressing room and has one or two things to say that did not happen. So if he started behaving in a manner suggesting that he was pushing for an exit, but I find that ambiguous because I think for the first year of the contract, he might say he did not understand what Chelsea is about, but then he saw it in the summer what Chelsea are about and decided to stay. And I think the results have not been also favorable, and that is shared responsibility because it depends on the players you have and also how you set up the team. And Maresca has also dropped points in a manner that also uh, leaves his decisions questionable. Apart from also just having uh, fewer players, there has been indiscipline in the team, starting from himself. Uh, he's been suspended. Players have been suspended. The way he has made some game decisions, like substitutions against Manchester United, so he has also contributed to the poor form, and it kind of looks like the exit is timely in his favor because the season was only going to go down. I don't really think Chelsea is any better than Liverpool, and uh, and of course Man United at this point. So the results were only gonna get bad, and it was smart for him to leave when his stocks is still high.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about him, not but players. They say like he's being forced to make some substitutions. He's being forced to manage minutes, and and then he's saying that's what was the problem. Well, about Maresca walking out, I don't think people walk out from multi-million-dollar contracts. I think they had a maybe. Usually in such situations, you get fired.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
fired. I just feel
and get
like he gave a
compensated.
reason.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
he
feel like he gave
pushed
a
it.
reason.
Yeah, he pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not like walking into another job. So yeah, no one wants to sit out in the cold. Ask Potter. So you might
Yeah,
get the
true.
money, but you'll sit out in the cold. Yeah. So I think the friction was increasing day by day, and taking out Cole Palmer, I think was one of the things that really got to him maybe. And they want results, but they also want to do your job. Yeah,
Mm.
just fire me and pay me, please.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it's hostile environment to work in. I think if you look at Chelsea, they went and bought every like everybody from Brighton from the sporting department. So probably what Chelsea have is Brighton sporting model, and we all
yeah,
know what Brighton sporting model is all about:
yeah,
bringing in players, raising their value, and selling them.
yeah,
So I that's how Chelsea is run, and it's very difficult to grow that way
yeah.
because they're making signings that don't make sense. You sell a B minus player to buy a B minus player, or you sell a B minus player to buy a C plus player, or even
Yeah,
selling a C plus to buy a B minus. It's almost the same category. So it's
yeah,
more of just balancing books and making profits here and there. So I understand Maresca's frustration when it
yeah.
comes to that because you can't really make any progress. And I also just heard like even signings like Garnacho were imposed on Maresca because it's normally he has a word with the player, explains
Uh-huh.
the project before bringing in the player, but he did get to do that with Garnacho.
Ganacho. Mm,
Yeah, and even bringing in Garnacho, and then they brought another guy uh,
Gittins.
from Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, Gittens, and they are almost same level or one slightly below the other, but
Yeah,
they don't really improve the team. So that really makes no sense.
they're just below 25, and I guess that's the
Mm.
model. For as long as they're
That's
below
true.
25, yeah. But I guess so on Chelsea, Bournemouth. I think we both no. I got I got the draw. I think you dropped a point there.
Yeah,
We already talked about that one. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that was something about Maresca. I pulled out the book today, so we'll just go through it until where we got to. Was it? Yeah, we ended at my United Wolves, then we'll just complete the rest till Sunderland
okay.
City. Yeah. So Liverpool leads. I knew it. I don't know why I would bet on Liverpool. I knew it. It's the same team. I told you. It's the same people. It's the same people. Now they can't wait for Salah to get back.
Mm.
Because what is this? Why are you drawing against Leeds at home? A nil-nil draw. That is embarrassing for a club that paid 500 million for forwards. I mean,
Back to back.
that is crazy.
Nah, it doesn't make sense.
In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up. Big signings. They won the title when Leeds was in the championship.
Yeah,
Uh, Leeds just got promoted and they survived a scare at Leeds 3-3 a 3-3 draw.
yeah,
Then on the return, I thought they were going to stamp their authority, only for them to again collect another draw. I think
Survive
Leeds
another
came away
scare.
with a
Yeah,
Leeds came away with a clean sheet, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Leeds, yeah, only to surrender clean sheet to Leeds. You know,
yeah.
uh, I mean, the more you think they change, the more they remain the same. I've thought that, they're picking form, 4 wins in a row. They're playing home. They drew leads. It's about time for them to get the 3 points. That's why I went for them. But deep down, I still had doubts over them. It's just that I doubted Leeds more than Liverpool. But I think I
Uh,
was wrong on this one. They're
yeah,
not good.
Leeds. If it was like a few years from now, because of the offside rule, they said it's gonna be different. That was a goal. That was a goal because he
Mm.
was just slightly offside, just his foot. But if it was like yeah, if the rule that was a goal. I mean, Leeds they had their moment, and I don't know why I trusted Liverpool, and yeah, but
I mean,
Liverpool, they're the same squad. They tried to pin it on Salah. Salah left. You still can't win
mm.
at home, you know. So I think they need to either purchase or a lot needs to change. This Florian Wirtz scoring 1 goal against Wolves is not gonna be the solution for Liverpool towards the end of the season. I think that's more advantageous to you guys, maybe.
Uh, on paper, it's advantageous, but the truth of the matter is, uh, Man United is not a good team.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, we
the
believe.
results of other teams being terrible, have made us be where we are, and now people are expecting more from Man United because Man United is not a better team than Liverpool. Yeah,
Yep,
not at all.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
Man United is not a better team than Chelsea.
yeah.
Like if you look at the talent, the personnel,
Even Villa. Villa is a deep
yeah,
squad.
we not even, yeah, Man United is not better than Villa. You
Yeah,
know, we can talk about Spurs injuries, but Spurs, if both United and Spurs have their players, United still short on depth.
yeah,
So United is not a good team, and it has been shown many times, but people have been ignoring it. When we don't beat 10-man Everton at home, when we surrender a lead against Nottingham Forest, when we give away a lead 3 times versus Bournemouth, Bournemouth is not beating anybody. We give
yeah,
away three. We give away three leads in that game. You
yeah,
know, Newcastle, we scored in the first half, and then we survived. We survived the whole of the second half, and then you see what happens when we met Wolves. So
yeah,
Liverpool struggle. It's kind of like a godsend to United right now because with our struggles we can hang in there with them,
yeah,
But
yeah.
then it remains a question of who picks themselves up uh,
Sooner.
if, sooner. But
Yeah, yeah,
unlucky for us, I think we have more players absent than Liverpool. So I think Liverpool are in more trouble because United, I counted like 7 starting absences. But with Liverpool, even Isak has been there and been on the bench.
yeah.
So it's not really about, and they even put Salah on the bench. So
Yep.
I don't know who they are missing.
In
I
fact,
don't know who they are
the
missing.
problem they've had has been how do they put in Salah and Isak and Ekitike and Vats? These two
Hmm.
are not in the picture now. Now you have your squad without the noise because Ekitike knows he's starting. Vats knows he's starting. So
Hmm.
now organize your team. And if you cannot do that
True.
against Leeds, you're a joke. But moving on to this guy, it was the Thomas Frank derby, and Thomas Frank doesn't get much love from Tottenham fans. I don't know what they want. Do they want to go back to playing a high line again with 9 men? Or what do they want? This is a tough place to go. This is Brentford away. And they managed to get a point. I think Tottenham fans should wake up and realize where they are because this team finished 17th last season and he's doing a good job in my opinion, even though he's playing anti-football as they're calling it, but I think they're doing what they need to do right now. Uh,
Yeah. I just think that maybe uh, when the club has not been winning for a minute, and the players are and the fans are growing anxious, it becomes difficult for any manager to walk in. Uh, it reminds me of when Moyes was at Manchester United. Maybe what
Yeah,
Manchester United are giving Amorim right now is what Moyes needed. But
yeah,
when you come in at a time when people are anxious. So I think Spurs, having gone, through that uh, trouble with that disappointment with the Ange, finishing top and then finishing in 15th, and then they believe that they have enough squad to challenge for top four. And then they see United, well, at one point in the game, United is number four, at the other time, United is six, and they're in the bottom half. They feel like they should also be there
yeah,
with United and Chelsea and Liverpool. But also, I just think they don't know what to expect uh, from Thomas Frank's Spurs. Like, uh, you cannot say how they will play. They wake up today and they grind 3 points. They come out tomorrow and they have one shot on target in 95 minutes. Then they
yeah,
come out one day and they're all attacking, and then they just don't know what to expect. So, high hopes today, one shot on target the next day. It's a very huge roller coaster.
yeah.
Maybe if Thomas Frank gave them an expectation, this is who we are, maybe they will come
Yeah.
down.
Maybe, I guess, but on that you are right. They ended up with a draw. I think I failed on that one. But where we were both wrong was the Stadium of Light. Ah, what a weekend for
Mm.
Arsenal! What a weekend for our captain Granit Xhaka.
Oh, wow.
Granit Xhaka had a good game. I
Yeah, he
posted
took one
Granit
for
Xhaka
Arsenal.
in an Arsenal jersey. I got so many
Who,
likes.
who did?
I did.
Who posted? Oh, you
I
did?
posted Granit Xhaka in an Arsenal jersey. I said, "We love you too, Granit." I got so. But what a performance, though! Lacking 7 players. Well, what a man! I don't want to talk bad about City, but Sunderland were weak. That's just the truth. They lacked 5 players, and one of their best players, Dan Ballard, was not even in the team. He was injured. On the flip side, Man City had a full squad to choose from. Nobody in the Premier League has that. Nobody at Man City is injured. Nico Gonzalez went out, and the reason they were saying they did not win the league came in Rodri. So they have a full squad to choose from. I don't know why they would not win such a game. I mean, Sunderland is a tough place, but kudos to Sunderland, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Big up to Sunderland. That was massive. That was
Yeah,
massive. Even before I talk even deep about Sunderland, they remind me of the importance of having a culture or a way of playing. Because you look at teams like Manchester United, you lose 6 players, and all of a sudden you look miserable because you don't have a style of play that is fed into everybody. That whoever is not there, the one that comes in meets those expectations.
yeah.
That's what is at Sunderland. Like, they have lost people to almost 7 players to AFCON, but the ones who are remaining there have the Sunderland way. They are at home at Stadium of Light. They're a different beast. They are the most
Mhm.
athletic side
Yeah.
in the team in the Premier League. I told you they can play 120 minutes every weekend because they stay in even
And
without
physical.
substitutions. They stay
Yeah.
in and fight
Man.
you for 120 minutes. They are strong, athletic, energetic, and they know that it's 11 versus 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have everybody you can call on, but you don't call on 11.
Yeah.
So they are ready to deal with 11.
At the
So no
time.
matter whoever whoever Man City brings in, as long as it is 11,
You know.
they are ready. So
Bring it
I love
on.
them.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
Sunderland
bring it
too. You
on.
know. They have heart. They are one of the best playing teams in the league, I swear. Like they have heart. Man, they stuck it in the game in
True.
Arsenal until they came back at home. And that's what they did to
Mm.
City. They just, man, did you see what Brogba did to Diaz? Man, Man City should
I
thank
saw
the
him
heavens they got
kissing
Donnarumma.
grass.
That, yeah, they should thank the heavens they have that keeper. That keeper has kept them in the league. Man, he put Diaz on the floor. Bah! Man, that Broby guy is strong. Well, what he did to Gabriel, I know that guy is strong.
He is. He is.
Yeah,
Ten Hag tried getting him, and we told Ten Hag, you know what? We are tired of your Ajax crap, man. You every time you need a player, Ajax. No, we tired of your Ajax stuff. So
you seem like
United
you're
looked
an
aside.
Ajax agent.
Yeah, like tell him, man, that guy was an Ajax agent. They were like, no, man, we're not going for Broby again.
No. Oh my God. That's a
But
powerful
he's
striker,
proving to
man.
be,
Yeah.
yeah, he's proving to be a Premier League player.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, he's a good player. But I guess let's review our scorecard. We left it at 37-34, but let's see. This weekend, Burnley, Newcastle, we both got that. Chelsea, Bournemouth, I got that. You didn't. And Nottingham, Everton, we both failed. Man, crazy result, right? West
Yeah.
Ham, Brighton, I got that. I got a draw. West Ham are starting to pick up
Wow.
form. I don't know. We'll see how they play. We're about to go into Matchweek 20 in a few. We'll talk about them. Aston Villa,
Mm.
Arsenal, we both got that. Man United Wolves, we both failed that. Palace Fulham, we both failed that. Fulham won, right? No, it was a draw.
No, they tied. It was a
They
tie.
tried, yeah, we
Mm.
both failed that, yeah. Liverpool, we both failed that. Brighton, you got that. I failed, and City, we both failed. So you got one tough weekend. One, two, three. Let me see mine. One, two, three, four. Man,
In fact,
oh my
I
God.
didn't realize
Oh,
how forgiving. I didn't realize
yeah.
how forgiving this was. I thought you cooked me. I thought you cooked me by three. Only to
Oh my.
realize you hit me by
Yeah, it was a tough
three.
weekend, man. I think
Yeah, it was. It
that
was.
block confused us between
I
Liverpool,
mean,
United, Chelsea. That block is what
yeah,
threw us off here.
yeah,
And
yeah. It
I
was.
think
It's only Arsenal's weekend. It was only Arsenal's weekend. Every other thing went
different.
miserable. Like
Yep. Yep.
in the top six, in the top seven, only one team won.
Yep. And
One
even
winner in the
crazy
top seven. That
results
was
like
crazy.
Everton beating Nottingham away. That's a tough one, you know.
Right. Yeah.
The one I got one over you
Mm.
was the West Ham. Otherwise, it was Liverpool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Welbeck
crazy.
was the
But
swing vote here.
yeah. But
Yeah,
let's
Welbeck was
jump
the
on
swing
to
vote.
match week 20 and see how this one goes. Maybe we might recover. So you are at 37 and I am at 41. So we go in here 41, 37. Ah, I'm going to open the gap. 4 point gap between Arsenal and
Looks like
City.
you're Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess this is the title race right here. So we have a chance
Yeah,
to
right.
recover. We're gonna go Aston Villa at home against Tottenham against Nottingham. I'll give you that one to go first on that one.
Okay. Now, since Aston Villa has lost already, this is beginning to look difficult because they, uh, they've already shown that they can be beaten, and Forest is wounded.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I'm gonna take a risk and go with Aston Villa. The low key, I'm feeling like Forest might force a draw because Aston Villa is not that good. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna gamble with them because they are home. Mm.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
you're
gonna go
gonna
with
give
Villa.
Villa. I'm gonna go
Mm.
with a draw. So I'm gonna go with a draw because I think Villa lost that game for reasons of do not have players, right? Some were injured. No, one was suspended, but the other one was injured, and Onana was also injured. And
Mm.
for the reason that Forest are also wounded, but let's see. We'll see how that one goes. But
Yeah,
Brighton hosting Burnley. I want to go for the reasons of Brighton are also kind of wounded, but I'll give Brighton at home. It looks like a tricky
yeah, I'll
result,
go with
though.
Brighton.
Yeah, you
It
go with
is.
Brighton, too?
Uh,
Yeah.
it is because Burnley are not collecting points as much as they would like to, but every game they have caused trouble,
Hmm.
and that makes it a tricky fixture. But Brighton are at home. They had a, a, a draw away to West Ham, who is good, of course, having lost a
Yeah,
penalty too. So I think being home makes them better. I'll go with Brighton. Mm.
but the next one kind of tricky. Wolves hosting West Ham. Do you think Wolves are going to pick up their first win of the season? West Ham is going to keep up with their momentum for 1 point going forward.
Yeah, I think Wolves might move to just the fourth point of the season.
Oh yeah?
Uh,
Eh,
I mean, low key, I know Wolves is gonna get a win somewhere, and if they're to get a win, this has to be the game they get a win. Uh, I just feel like West Ham are in a little bit better form because they have been collecting points. So I won't be surprised if Wolves win this. But a draw is the most likely result according to me. So I'll sit on the fence.
I'll give West Ham. I think their board has doubled down on their support for Nuno as opposed to his job is at risk. I think they're already doing business in the market. They've already released somebody. I think they've brought in someone else. I think some forward. So I think with that momentum and
Mhm.
the fact that he has more confidence now, I think I'll give him. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. But Bournemouth, they say
Mhm.
Iraola says Semenyo will play against Arsenal. But we all know Iraola has no say in the $65 million check coming from City anytime now. What do you think the
Yeah,
result
true.
is gonna be? Bournemouth hosting Arsenal.
Yeah, I no, I don't really think Semenyo's presence or Semenyo playing will affect the result. I don't think Bournemouth probably don't have a win in like the last 9 or so games, and
Yeah.
and Semenyo has been playing all of them. So I don't really think Semenyo playing makes them better. I think
Yeah.
Semenyo playing weakens them. I think Semenyo playing weakens them because his mind is not there, and uh, Semenyo does not even want an injury right now. I don't really think he goes
Yeah.
into those hard tackles because you don't want to switch Man City injured.
Yeah.
So he doesn't give 10 out of 10 if he plays versus Arsenal. So whether he plays or not, Arsenal win this. Mm.
Arsenal win this. I am gonna go with the league leaders, Arsenal, for this one. But from my team to your team, Leeds host United. And this looks like a serious fixture considering the run of form that Leeds are on and Calvert-Lewin alike. They've been playing really well in the last few days, and I don't know. They're comfortable from where they are right now. They have a cushion. Let me just confirm. They have a cushion between them and West Ham. No, and Nottingham. So they're not like in a title, whatever. Actually, they're 7 points from the relegation. So, but I'm gonna sit on the fence this one. I might have given Leeds, but United also know how to turn up. So I'll sit on the fence in this one. I'll sit on the fence with this one. I don't know. What do you say about your team?
Yeah, I mean, on top of their good form and our bad form, uh, there is also rivalry, and for them, there is no better time to get Manchester United than right now.
Yeah,
This is when is their time to bite, because the rivalry has almost been meaningless because United has been cooking them, but this is the best time for them to meet Manchester United. Uh, the
yeah,
most likely result here is going against United. It's the most likely result is either Leeds or a draw.
or a
But
draw.
I'm gonna be biased here because United has always picked points when odds are against us,
Yeah,
and today might be one of those games that Amorim this match week might be one of those games that Amorim refers to as suffering. So I'm gonna go with United.
yeah. United win is very likely because at the end of the day, Leeds is a team that came from the relegation and they have not won in their last 9 meetings against United. So there is that also. That's a lot of meetings. So
Yep.
yeah, but I'm gonna try sit on the fence for the purposes of form. For the purposes of form. But Everton host Brentford.
Mm.
You, you're gonna go, but Everton are in good form, and we know Brentford. It's a tough fixture.
Yeah,
Everton
we
got
know
a tricky
Brentford.
win last week against Nottingham away.
Uh, Everton home. They have been shaky a little bit at home. Brentford has been shaky away. Uh, these are one of those tough fixtures for me where either result is possible. Uh, I just think that since Moyes is at home, I should trust him with this one. I mean, Brentford are hanging in there. They are getting results. They are overachieving their expectations this season. But Moyes is an experienced seasonal. He's home, uh, a big stadium. So I'm gonna gamble with Everton on this one.
Mm, that's a good gamble. Uh, yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna go with Everton on this one because just because of the occasion, and these are the kind of games, Everton are in there. It looks like they are one of those teams at the bottom, but they're not. Everton are right in there. They have 28 points. That is 5 points away from fourth place Liverpool. So they're not far. Yeah, so these are the kind of games for them where they need to collect points, especially at home. So yeah, Everton on that one. But in form Fulham host the champions.
Which is the last fixture? I kind of lost you there for a second. Who are the last teams?
The next teams, Fulham host inform champions. No, inform Fulham host the champions.
Oh. Who is hosting the champions? I think I'm having
Inform
a connection
Fulham.
hitch.
Fulham. Fulham.
Oh, Fulham versus Liverpool.
Yep.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't trust Liverpool anymore, and the only problem is they keep on surprising me when when I'm tired with when I think that they are now going to win is when they lose, and when I think they're picking form is when I think they are worse is when they win. But Fulham look formidable, and it's not a good place to go. Uh,
Yep.
I want to. Should I sit on the fence with this one? They
I
don't
was
have
supposed to
Iwobi.
go
They don't
first.
have
I'm picking Fulham
Basi.
myself. Yeah. But Fulham is one of those teams like Sunderland. Like they just play. Like they just know how they play their style, in my opinion. So I'll pick Fulham. But just because I think Liverpool still have a few issues to sort.
Mhm. Yeah, I kind of lost your audio there. There's a reconnection.
Yeah, it's reconnecting. Just repeat it a few seconds.
Okay, Liverpool. I don't know if you can get me now.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think I'm the one who is having issues getting him. But for Liverpool, Fulham home. Uh, Liverpool in terrible form. Uh, I mean, the table shows Liverpool to be better than Fulham. But Fulham are a problem at home. Mm. Yeah, I had lost your audio for a minute there, but I think we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, Fulham Liverpool. I want to sit on the fence with that one because I don't know which way it goes, man.
Do you touch your camera and touch it? I can see you.
Hold on. Oh, where is my camera there? And then back on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Still okay.
No, yeah. You say you're gonna sit on the fence. Fulham, Liverpool. You're going to sit on the fence.
It's a tough one. It's one of those that anybody wins. But maybe I'm choosing to sit on the fence because it favors me. I mean, according to the table, Liverpool are the better side because they have more points than Fulham. Uh,
Yeah,
but I think Fulham are in better form
yeah.
and they are home.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they are missing a few Basi, Chukwueze, and Iwobi, and those are their uh, core players. But I still expect Liverpool to put up a fight, no matter how weak the fight is. They can come away with 1 point. So I'm seeing a possibility of a draw here. Mm.
I think I might go back to draw because I see Fulham and Liverpool. Liverpool has 11 points in the last five. Fulham has 10 in the last five. Slightly better on the form
Yeah.
table. So
Hmm.
I'm thinking, uh, no, Fulham win. Newcastle, Crystal Palace. New- This is a tricky one because Newcastle is home and Palace are shaky. I think Palace are going lower and lower in the table. I don't know what's happening with them. I think they played too many games. But I will pick Newcastle just for the sake of being at home, and it's one of those fixtures. I don't know what you think.
Hmm. I'll go with Newcastle. Home
Mhm,
advantage. Then they're the bigger team here. Expectations are higher.
mhm,
So Palace might be stubborn, yeah, but Newcastle will take these ones. So I'll stay
mm.
with the home side.
Okay. What about this one? Tottenham at home against Sunderland.
Hey, now these are the type of games I struggle with. Spurs at home to Sunderland. Sunderland Sunderland do drop points away. They do drop points away. At Stadium of Light, they are something else. Away, they have dropped points. Spurs have not been so good at home. Uh, so I'm seeing a team that is not good away, going to meet a team that is not good at home.
Yep.
Uh, I mean, Spurs, yeah, Spurs ground 3 points the other day, and they'll be expected to do the same. But you don't grind against Sunderland. You go at them because they come at you. So I
Because if you're
think,
at home also, the fans will turn against you if you start playing anti-football,
yeah.
and you don't want to do
Uh,
that.
I mean, true. You cannot do that. More so, how they got the 3 points away was by being pragmatic. They cannot transfer that
Yeah,
back home. Yeah, I
exactly.
think for the sake of for the respect of Spurs, I'm gonna give them a tie here. I'm gonna give them a tie because
I think
I
I think
expect
that's the
Sunderland to
best
go strong.
result possible. Yeah, that's the best result possible for them. But I'm gonna give Sunderland a win. Sunderland are resilient, and I
Yeah,
don't think them losing players changes anything. It's already starting to get toxic at Tottenham. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be like that. But teams like Sunderland know where to win, and I think this is one of those places. But on to the match of the week. Manchester City host Chelsea. It looks like an obvious result. Man City at home against Chelsea, but we've seen what new manager bumps do, or teams in this position. We've seen what they've done before. And this Chelsea, same team, was able to hold Arsenal. So I don't know what you think about this.
yeah, but do they even have a manager to begin with? I don't know if it's Caballero.
Yeah,
Uh,
Caballero.
eh, yeah, so they might not enjoy the new manager bump, but there's also that you get shaken awake when a manager leaves or a manager gets fired. But I also
Yeah.
think they may not have Caicedo.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, Caicedo is out. Yeah.
but
Too
for
many
a team that
yellows.
doesn't, but
Yeah.
for a team that doesn't have a midfield spine, uh, I don't know. Well, that leaves them with Lavia is not in, so it's Andre uh, and Enzo. I expect them to cause trouble. That's for sure. I expect Chelsea to cause trouble. Uh, but also with Arsenal having taken a 4 point lead and potentially 7 points by the time City play, it's not looking good for Chelsea. Mm.
I think I'll have to wear a
So
Chelsea jersey on Sunday. I'll get behind our
yeah,
London neighbors
yeah,
because we love them
they
so
need
much.
support. They need
Yeah,
support.
they need support. Imagine if Chelsea upset City 1-1, and then you have 6 point gap, but
Yeah,
we
a
can
six
only
point gap.
dream. Yeah,
Mm.
we can only
This is the
dream.
Premier League,
Six
man.
point gap. Yeah. City
This is the
cannot
Premier
drop
League. Those
game
things
points
happen.
2 games in a row, though. Yeah, that's not possible. City's going to dismantle Chelsea, and if they don't, I'll take the result.
Yeah, they have to, unless if they're not in the title race, because
Yeah.
surely if they don't beat Chelsea, they will have spoken. They would have already made their stand clear in matters of the title race. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because because if you are in the title race and you mount, you start like narrowing down the gap between you and your main rival. You don't take that gap from 8 to 2 and then you take it back to 7,
Yeah.
because Arsenal's poor form that made you come 2 points close to them might not replicate it. They
Yeah.
might be done with that part now. They might be done with that slump. They don't hand you that opportunity twice. So if City
Yeah.
take that gap to 7 by being beaten by Chelsea at home, then they have told us where they stand in terms of the title. Mm.
That would be a dream, though, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
That would be a
Uh,
dream.
yeah. I mean,
uh,
that is it. Arsenal opened 7 point gap with Man City, and Arsenal has to play Man City. So
yeah.
if they give you 7 points, I know I said it before that it is in your hands, but if they give you 7 points, I'll say the same thing again. You have 7 point
Yeah.
lead, you have to play them. That's
I
potentially
think
10.
it's still, yeah, I think it's in our hands as it stands. First 19 games, we were
Mhm.
able to get more points than them. It's just get more points than them. And we have an away game. Luckily, we have a 4 point gap, you know? We have their away
Mhm.
game to City, which I'll not count. They'll get their points. Cool. But that just brings them to 1 point. And we just keep it like that all the way. If we drop points, is when they've dropped. If not, then they're going to overtake us. But it's going to be a good game. I hope Chelsea put up a fight. I hope they don't go there and turn their backs for City. But Chelsea is just Chelsea. For as long as they
Yeah,
can they can flip their players.
yep, yep. You don't know which side of Chelsea turns up. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, you hope that the side that you normally hate turns up, because because there's a way in which they wait to turn up against Arsenal, and you're like, that's the same thing I want you to do, like turn up, So
please.
let's wait and see.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
they have given us thrillers. Chelsea and City have given us thrillers. Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but